Yeah, so today was leg day. Bit rate's too low. Alright, I guess that went away. Why that was glitching out. Everyone's streaming tonight. Streaming leaflet with co-hosts. Everyone's streaming Resident Evil Requiem. If I had any like sense, I'd be like trend surfing that, trying to trend surf that as well, but I do my own thing to my own detriment. Oh. I want these things fucking linked. I set my browsers optimized. Right. I got this out of RN Uni's Discord chat. What was the base? South Korea's value as an ally to the US has eclipsed Japan's value, but few in DC are ready for this conversation. Things that South Korea has and Japan does not. Massive US military base that's physically closest to China's tier 1 cities in its east. Honestly, that makes them more of a vulnerability because they're like in closer range of getting bombed. And also, this is like happening back there in the late 2010s. There was so where this was way earlier. These are things from this is an article from 2024. Since the U.S. military brought its terminal high-altitude area defense THAAD system to South Korea in 2017, it has met with sustained local resistance. That is the centerpiece of numerous actions the United States has undertaken to enmesh South Korea in its hostile anti-China campaign, a course that Korean peace activists are fighting to reverse. Okay? I'm saying that the way this is worded may sound like this is sympathetic to China. In a unanimous decision at the end of March, South Korea's Constitutional Court dismissed 2 challenges lodged by residents of Sejongju County against the deployment of THAAD. Since its arrival, the THAAD system has met with recurring demonstrations in the nearby village of Soseongri. Hope in the Union Biden administration is that the court's decision will dishearten opponents of THAAD. In his expectation, they are already disappointed as anti-THAAD activists precision trying to fight. Although protesters have regularly held rallies on the road leading to the THAAD site, swarms of Korean police clear them away to allow free passage of U.S. military supply trucks. Opposition to THAAD has angered U.S. officials, leading Biden administration dispatched Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin to Seoul to deliver the message that it deemed the situation unacceptable and progress on establishing the base needed to accelerate. Austin also raised objections to protests by residents in Pohang over the noise from U.S. Apache attack helicopters conducting live fire exercise. Particularly, the Union administration responded by prioritizing demands over the welfare of the Korean people. This is the guy who dipped his toe in the Rubicon. 13th president of South Korea until 4 April 2020. And now this guy, Lee Jae-myung, is in power. So I guess Yoon was, like, this was the thing, like, when that coup attempt happened, the U.S. was kind of, like, not that quick to condemn what was going on, because Yoon was far more amenable to, our military interests, our geostrategic interests, as this article's called. Responded by prioritizing U.S. demands, close cooperation, normalizing routine and unfettered access to that site, and improvement of combined training conditions. That is built as an anti-missile defense system consisting of an interceptor missile battery, fire control and communications unit, and an ANTPY-2 X-band radar. Essential purpose of that in Seongju is to counter incoming North Korean missiles, but serious doubts exist over its efficacy in that role. In terms of coverage, THAAD's position in Seongju puts it in range to cover main U.S. military base in South Korea, Camp Humphreys in Dongtaek, but out of range to protect Seoul, which at any rate is indefensible due to its proximity to the border. Even so, it is questionable how much utility the system offered, even for Pyeongtaek. THAAD's missiles are designed to intercept incoming ballistic missiles at an altitude of 40 to 150 kilometers. The THAAD battery would have less than 3.5 minutes to detect, counter launch against a high-altitude ballistic missile fired from Korea. By then, the incoming missile would have fallen below the lower altitude. So the point is the THAAD battery is more to intercept Chinese missiles trying to hit the continental United States than in South Korea. There are hints that preparations may already be underway to establish the conditions necessary for THAAD to operate in forward-based mode. Last year, South Korea and Japan agreed to link their radars to the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command in Hawaii. The essential purpose is to enhance the tracking accuracy of fire from North Korea, but the concept applies equally well to Chinese missiles. Not a stretch to imagine that if South Korean and Japanese radars have been linked to the United States, the same may be true for the THAAD's ANTPY-2. Certainly, if the U.S. Army switches the mode, it will not be informing South Korean authorities to be sure. So sure are the Americans that they can freely treat Korean sovereignty with contempt. Alright, so this article definitely has U.S. attempt. An anti-U.S. tone to it. Try to do measurements on it to see how that would affect it due to military secrecy. While the low measurements were suggestive, they were essentially meaningless without knowing what radar say. A long ass article. Constitutional Chinese complaints about the nature of that are well known in South Korea. The judge could hardly have been unaware of how deployment has been perceived by the people's. That's for political leadership's position to deal with, not the courts. The court shouldn't be making geopolitical decisions. Following close to the heel of the publicized environmental test result, the court's decision really had Washington in a jubilant mood. South Korea as a whole, the president faces hyper-militarization confrontation with China and North Korea poses ongoing danger of into. I mean, technically, aren't we treaty allies? So if we go into war, are you not going to get dragged in anyways? So better to, like, you know, have a defensive posture if possible. If you want to, like, say, you know, all right, America, get out. We are playing neutral between you and China. You don't want to be dragged into this, then go all that way. Can't be like have U.S. troops here and then in South Korea and then be like, oh, but we don't want to do ballistic missile integrated defense. Like, fine, if you don't want us there, fine, go all the way. U.S. objective is total economic and diplomatic military domination of the Asia Pacific. I'm okay with that. Better us than China. You're either holding the whip hand or you're the one getting whipped. When you met with Biden last year, he signaled his support for that policy, including the usual anti-China euphemism. Biden and Yoon have also been ramping up regional tensions with a nearly non-stop series of aggressive full-scale military exercises intended to intimidate and threaten North Korea. Anti-THAAD battle, part of a broader movement by Korean progressives against the deepening military alliance with the United States and Yoon's colonial mindset that sacrifices Korean sovereignty and welfare of Korean people on the altar of U.S. imperialism. As Ham Jae-gyu of the Unification Committee declared at the rally, the Japanese colonial period merely passed the baton. U.S. imperialism and subjugation by imperialism is accelerating. The United States is trampling every corner. Has current President Myung doing anything to do that? Bad battery still there? Probably still. Indigenous weapons industry. Yeah. Do they use 5.56? Oh, that would be like, you know, the ultimate like integration. Can you use our fucking do we use the same fucking wow, bullet. I was picking around in my mentions. World's busiest non-China port. 70% of the world's DRAM manufacturing. DRAM. Is that like RAM, but Jones Act compliant shipbuilding capacity, world's number 2. 1.25 million Korean Americans, including a U.S. senator and other significant decisions. Massive investment in a swing state, Georgia, that practically steers state politics. U.S. presidency. And plus many key industries, EV plus batteries, nuclear power plant, heavy construction, international legal services. South Korean companies are or a bit ahead. You would be hard pressed to make a reverse list of their island is standoff. Ultimately, there is a land connection through North Korea from China to South Korea. So, if all out war breaks out, like South Korea could probably fall. We'd probably be doing a retreat out of fucking Busan if like the Chinese hordes come across the Yalu River, cross through North Korea. Massive so this is Ninetail Fox. This is a buddy of our massive U.S. military base. Not exactly something I'd be proud of. Can't say proud. It's an observation that South Korea is tied to the U.S. I'm not going to show Discord, but Arn's like, God damn it, man. Conversations in fucking. Just read this out. Base is closer to China, not so I'm in the Discord right now, so this is like Arn's post responding to this. I think this is like fair game. He should out itself. Let me just check. Can I not check post interactions? No quotes yet. Base is closer to China. It's not strategically better. In fact, it's going to vulnerable to missile strikes from the enemy. Agree. And there's ultimately a land connection between South Korea and China. Japan hosts the largest concentration of U.S. troops overseas, including naval, air, and marine corps, and army assets critical to Indo-Pacific operations. Japan's island chain geography, like Okinawa stretching toward Taiwan, is strategically priceless for containment and sea route control. Japan co-develops missile defense systems with the United States and shares sensitive defense tech. Japanese firms specialize in high-precision components, sensors, naval systems, and aerospace materials that U.S. defense supply chains rely on. This is within military restrictions the world has put on us with Article 9. Okay. All right. So the rest of that is. That's an interesting thing. Korea right now seems to be politically unreliable, as we would say. They don't seem necessarily wedded to it. Ardennes draft horse is considered one of the oldest breeds of draft horse. Their history rate reaches back to ancient Rome. The Ardennes breed is as in the Ardennes forest in Belgium. Claimed to be descended from the horse described by Julius Caesar in his commentary De Bello Gallico. Romaboo shit. That is a massive horse. This doesn't sound like Belgium would be French sound. And give this horse some pay after you put him through this one.
Toto sú diváci, takto to má vyzerať. A teraz, keď pôjde, tak riadne. Pôjde!
What a unit, indeed, Edda. I don't know if the horse. I don't know. The horse just doesn't seem not into it. Seems like he's being tortured. What the fuck is this shit? I got a female Charmander. Hole up. What will Charmander do? Fight, bag, Pokemon run. I got a female Charmander. Oh, they're putting gender signs next to them now? That's crazy. You bought it, you fucking cunt. What? The fuck you call me a cunt for, and it's 20 bucks. Why wouldn't I? What the hell is this even about? A Pokemon game? You called me a cunt. I am in my right to block you. Fair. You know, back in like the early 20 to mid 2010s, it was sort of more like, you know, oh, if you block somebody, that's a sign that you give up. Nowadays, it's just like, no, I have got no other time for other people. I don't want to have to deal with you. Fuck you. Drew said something about this. Blocking. Blocking someone isn't a violation of free speech, and every time someone says this as a gotcha against anyone who is pro-free speech is just embarrassing. If I lock my door to my home, that isn't me violating your freedom. Like 7 years ago, I used to virtue signal about how blocking is bad, but now I just block based on vibe. Yeah, a lot of us are over it. A lot of us. I don't block as much. I've more been blocked myself on Twitter. Mainly if I block, it's because I think it's a porno bot or something, or an OnlyFans bot. But yeah, nowadays it's just like, I don't got time for this. I don't have to deal with it. But why is Scott Greer breaking Afghanistan? Oh yeah, that's right. War between Afghanistan and Pakistan is broken out again. Let's see how long it lasts. Suicide bombing in an age where drones exist. Pure love for the game. You have to respect this dedication. Oh. Yeah. All right. Damn. So that is dedication. That is dedication to your monikers using suicide bombers. When you really got, yeah, when probably like 5 drones or maybe even 2 would be enough to, or maybe even 1 would be enough to carry out the same effect. So I don't know. They may have like an actual growing population. So, you know, find the retards, get them hopped up on hookah or whatever. From like, you can use it as a sort of eugenic process, so to speak. They got enough dumb young Afghans just littering about, get them hopped up on the Quran and maybe some other drugs aside from that. Say you will go to heaven if you do this. We don't have the drone. We don't have the established suicide drone technology or industry base spun up yet. So you're our best option. So make your last prayer to Allah. Take this bomb and go. So you know whatchamacallit. Going in on foot with your bomb to suicide probably is you're probably liable to get cut down a little bit more. Little nimble drone. God, David versus Goliath. What the? Oh, it's her fucking cleavage versus Gina's lack of cleavage. What the hell is this? She's like, she's in her coffee serving apron and nothing else. I don't even know who this is. I don't know. I take Sheena. I don't know what that means, but in a choice over who I like more, I'll go with Sheena. However, I don't know. Sorry. Energy maxing. What the oh, this. What was this bullshit?
President's speech. Let's bring in the Secretary of Energy, Chris Wright. He joins us now. All right, now with the preview of the President's speech.
Right, he joins us now. Let's bring in the Secretary of Energy view. I post this video using Snapstream. If your organization is interested in capturing, clipping, and covering events live as they happen, you can learn more here. Maybe I should. So doing this purely to promote your channel, but yeah. My boy is powering up. So what is, wait, where are you? White House Deputy Chief of Staff, Trump 2024 Political Director, Florida man, personal account. Exactly. God forbid Secretary Wright catch a vibe. Who is running these accounts? It does look like it's nice and sunny out there wherever he is. So, you know, maybe he's just like enjoying the sun. I'm enjoying the sun before I have to bullshit on live TV. All right, I'm here. Let's go. Not a cell phone inside, just Taliban living in the moment, making 9mm hand grenade. This... $9mm hand grenades. Well, they're making the bullets. That much is clear. Oh, now that's a way to handle en masse. Oh, they're overloading them with powder. That's the issue. I think standard bullet isn't actually that tightly. Why were they polishing the bullets? Oh, what was that fucking brand at the end? Kynoch. Fighter. Not a cell phone in sight, just a Taliban living in the moment making 9mm hand grenades. Alright, because they're just pouring the powder in and precisely measuring it. Yeah, that seems like dangerous. All right, if President Trump tries to take control of the midterm, what is this? The Cato Institute. Retweeted by Bill Kristol of all people, of course. If President Trump tries to take control of the midterm elections by executive order, he'll be defying the Constitution in an attempt to trample the authority of Congress and the states and the rights of the voters. The time to draw a line is now, says Cato senior fellow Walter Olson. Cato is like anti-Trump path as hard as possible these days. What is even Trump even threatening to fucking do at this point? Alright, Brock's doing the work for me. I have one of those pimple patches on right now because I got something like growing on the, just to the bottom left of my nose, bottom right from somebody facing me head on. I had it all on today and just only finally is like the white head pus like coming to the top, so hopefully it will suck everything in. Post promotes Canada's op-ed by senior fellow Walter Olson, warning that reported draft executive order by President Trump to nationalize the 2026 midterms, citing alleged Chinese interference would unconscionably usurp state and congressional authority over the voting processes. Lacks statutory basis and risks eroding public trust. What is out this draft? Oh. What is deck inch do? But they're gonna have like National Guard running the polling stations. 17-page document circulated by pro-Trump activists and attorneys, including figures like Florida lawyer Peter Tinkin, who has ties to election conspiracy theories and claims coordination with the White House. It's been reported on extensively by outlets of the Washington Post and ABC News and others of late, February 26th, but remains a draft, not an issued or official executive order. President Trump is said to have reviewed it, though it's unclear if he ultimately will sign or issue anything based on it. The White House has not confirmed plans to do so. Key justification of the draft. Primary basis is a claim of Chinese interference, specifically alleging Chinese Communist Party involvement. Probably doing something on the low level. How explicit they're willing to dare to go, who knows? Claim repeatedly described as reporting as unsubstantiated with no credible evidence presented and widely rejected by federal intelligence agency. Reports in prior investigation. They're probably doing something. This is used to declare a national emergency. Here's the thing, though. Like, even during the Biden administration, it's not like they were aggressively pro-China or anything. Like, I remember when the inauguration happened, Jack Posobiec had posted something like, you know, a Chinese national flag raised over the White House to say that, Biden is now, like, the Chinese are now in control of the White House. But Biden was pretty, fairly well enough, like, combative with China, keeping up the geopolitical rivalry. There was the balloon thing, which but there's also like an undercurrent looking to try and like get some sort of like get to some negotiation with them about something. Hence the balloon thing and what's his face, Abe Lincoln. There was that point where his heart like fucking snapped when Biden called Xi Jinping a dictator, and it's just like, God damn it, Joe, you're not supposed to say that. You need to be talking nice about them so we can have a fucking meeting. I'm tilting my head to see where my eyes go because I feel like I'm blinking too much. My eyes are closed too much on my model. National Emergencies Act, International Emergency Economic Powers Act, and others. That's how he's going to justify it under? Would allegedly do federal directions to impose sweeping changes to how 26 elections are conducted, overriding supplementing state-level processes. Specific reported elements include mandating voter ID requirements nationwide. Well, if we could push through the SAVE Act, which we're really trying to do, like Republicans in the Senate are really trying to do right now, then he'd have, congressional basis for doing so. Banning or severely restricting mail-in, no excuse absentee ballots. farming. I mean, that would be a good thing to do. Rating as vectors for foreign interference, banning or restricting electronic voting machines, replacing them with hand-counted paper ballots. Again, citing vulnerability to foreign hacking or manipulation. Okay, so the way it is voting, at least there it's handled, is we have an electronic machine that takes you through everything, but then it prints it out all on a ballot. I don't remember what it looks like, so probably bad on me that I didn't look over the ballot to see, all right, does this line up? Like, a lot of the races, there's like no competition for the primary ballot that I was just like, all right, who did I vote for Senate nomination? I could have checked that. Who did I vote for governor nomination? All right. Requiring voters to register anew for 2026 midterms with proof of citizenship. All right, that's going to be an annoying ass hassle, but sure, I'm willing to go for that. Again, doing that through, in principle, nothing of these things would necessarily be objectionable, but doing it period by executive order is definitely going to run a bad taste in everyone's mouth. Giving federal agencies under presidential control a role in identifying ineligible voters. Or overseeing aspects of election administration. Honestly, we should probably have a law saying that there is a central federal agency that goes and audits state voter rolls to say, all right, who's ineligible? Who's this person? What's their social security number? This is a social security number we gave to an immigrant. Probably should have a proper national ID. I mean, something to get us out, because functionally we do with social security numbers, but it fucking, social security numbers were never meant to be identification numbers, and you can more or less, you can to some extent spoof it. Again, CGP Grey did a video on this long ago. Potentially withholding federal funding certification from non-compliant states, counties, or using emergency authorities to enforce compliance. Critics, including Cato's Institute's Walter Olson in the posting link, argue it's unconstitutional because the Elections Clause, Article 1, Section 4, assigns primary authority over federal elections, mechanics, states, and Congress, not the executive branch via emergency decree. Well, what if Congress passed a law saying, in case of emergency, the president shall do X? Like, if there's a law that he can work with. So, I cite this law. Congress empowered under Article 1, Section 4. Let me actually see what that said. Times, places, and manner of holding elections for senators and representatives shall be prescribed in each state by the legislature thereof, but Congress may at any time by law make or alter such regulations except to the places of choosing senator, except as to the places of choosing senator. The places but not the manners? Historical background elections. Clause 2, Assembly. The Congress shall assemble at least once in every year, and such meeting shall be the first Monday in December unless they shall, by law, appoint a different day. Unless they shall. Okay. Because here's a weird thing, because, like, our elections are pretty locked down in the Constitution. We can't just, like, hold it on a different day or anything. But Congress may at any time make a law to alter such regulations. Oh, if Trump can say, Congress passed this law, which is empowering me to do X. Now, Congress passed the law, I am simply enforcing it with my executive order. So. Oh, everyone's turning on Alyssa Liu now because apparently it came out that she has a tramp stamp tattoo, but whatever now, she's still my sweetheart. She's still all our collective sweethearts. Why am I staring? I reply under Scott Greer's tweets a lot, but never get noticed at all. Again, he does, like, he does, have to keep, attention to his cognitive elite who give him the questions and pay for the privilege to do so, underfunding his ability to, being a podcaster. That being said, I did post a comment saying that, hey, maybe if we could get that anti-tattoo, health-centered NGO up and running that Mystery Grove had advocated, we could potentially, reach out to her and say, hey, we'd like to work with you. We want to make the case to you that your tattoo is bad for your health and your aesthetics, and you should get rid of it. We will get rid of it for you free of charge, and we'd like you to promote that. Promote it on, your social medias and Instagram account. Like, you can do a quick short reel, just, why I got a tattoo, why I regretted it, what I learned about tattoos being unhealthy, filled with heavy lead, heavy metals to achieve the dye color, a constant drain on your lymphatic system. They don't age well. They'll break down. So better to remove them when you're young, to not get them. And if you get them, to remove them when you're young, you'll have a strong immune system that can handle them. Something like that, make her a poster child for, healthy rejection of tattoos in society. Actually, I remember there was like some book that we had to read in. It was like some Catholic charity service, and one of the services that operated in Los Angeles, and one of the things was a service to get tattoos removed. Specifically gang tattoos, but I guess they'll take any. That was one of the so it's not not conceivable. I remember talking with ChatGPT. All right, now I want to set this up, and I want to make sure that it gets underfunded by the U.S. government as much as possible, because like that's just like the name of the game this day, is setting up an NGO and making sure that the taxpayer. Ideally, you would have some wealthy patron, like an Elon Musk, giving money to it. I had to wonder, like, this would be an interesting question. How could I get in contact with a wealthy benefactor? I set it up, get some names on it. Say, hey, help me get this up and running, and then like one of the first things I will do is like we'll get a legal team to assess like what federal grants that we can get, federal grant money we can get, so it's not solely you funding it. Give us the startup, and then we can make sure that we're leeching off the taxpayer all the way. I don't know, maybe Musk would be amenable to it. I don't think he has any tattoos. Oh yeah, this whole anthropic AI business. Biden flies commercial to South Carolina primary anniversary. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's some video on him, and somebody was harassing him about Gaza. Like, children are dying in Gaza. And he says, I know. I don't know what he said beyond that. Would it have been this early in the year that South Carolina hold? Yeah, I think in this primary because I remember Michael Tracy saying that the Iowa caucuses back in 2024 there was like abysmal turnout, because it was just there was like some absolute cold wave that came through that just made it like awful to go out. So it probably was a real case of natural disaster, absolute curbing turnout for a caucus. Which, if you don't know how caucuses work, it's not just you show up to a polling booth. It's you have to go to these rooms, and then representatives from the different campaigns give their piece, and then there's more arcane rules. So like you like take sides in a physical building to declare your thing, and then side with the bigger people, more amount of people wins. So really weird like abstraction that of modern polling, one of these weird quirks, and Iowa keeps it. They're not willing to let it go. Some other states do caucuses like that. I got like dryness in the back. I'm still getting over the sickness, lingering effects of it, or I just need to drink something. All right, but SW. I don't know. I was like joking, you know, go fill up your gas tank. 3 hours ago. This is from Ukraine. Oh, Russians are trying to pick up a Russian spring-summer 2026 offensive against Alaska. Are these like the defense cities of Sloviansk, Kramatorsk, and Konstantinov, the Chasiv Yar? There's Bakhmut behind, very much behind Lyman, which I feel. Where's Pokrovsk? Down here, Konstantinivka. Yeah, so they can make a rush on it. Take on these towns. If they can crush them, then who knows? Maybe it's like beyond that. That's gonna turn into ugly ass urban warfare. Pokrovsk seemed like, you know, pittance. What the fuck are these blue spatches here in Konstantinivka? Dude, what? You just got guys behind the lines right now, like absolutely fucking screwed. But these look like, you know, more dug in metro cities that could turn into like absolute, unless, oh, you just want to bomb the shit out of them with glide bombs and artillery bombardment. Let's focus on spring summer offensive. That's to come. All right, the International Atomic Energy Agency cannot verify whether Iran has suspended all enrichment-related activities according to confidential February 27th IAEA report. The IAEA report comes amid U.S. officials concerned about Iran's nuclear. Iranians held at least 4 anti-regime protests at Tory Day morning ceremonies across 4 provinces on February 27th. CTP ISW did not record any protests at Iranian universities on February 6th. Marks the second consecutive day that at university. Syrian government is reporting planning to lessen Syrian President Ahmed al-Shar's executive authority by delegating some of his responsibilities to other government officials in the coming weeks. The Syrian government will likely remain highly centralized under Shara's control despite these reports. Alright, so ISW isn't like focusing on like all the... That's more like territory. U.S. Air Force C-5M Galaxy was just forced to divert to Irkutsk Air Base due to crew fatigue. U.S. Air Force crews have been breaking crew rest minimums as the U.S. surges equipment and aircraft to the Middle East in preparation. Oh boy. We gotta turn around because we're really pushing, guys, but when it comes to aviation, you do have to be like really extreme about like holding to like rules, not pushing past your limits, because when we go down, it's a multi-million-dollar, maybe billion-dollar aircraft. This thing, I don't know, giant like tanker is, because it probably doesn't have like, you know, all the extra equipment on it that really makes it issue. You know, it's got your turbofan engines, got a giant fuselage. Engineering is not really that insane about it than say with the F-35, where that engine constantly just taking commercial turbofan. This thing's probably all right. Let me ask the question: what is cheaper? One. Okay, the F-35 was ridiculous. So let's see here. What is cheaper? And go with an F-15. Even then, the engines on the F-15 are like, you know, rather groundbreaking engine. F-15, specifically a modern F-15 EX2 EX Eagle 2 variant, current production is significantly cheaper than C5. Wow, nearly $1 billion for one F-15EX. The C5 Super Galaxy modification factory lists the CM5 cost at $90 million. However, more recent estimates and resources often cite effective or equivalent costs of $200 to $260 million range when accounting for the full modernization effort. Inflation adjusted. Okay, so they're fucking comparable. Still, tens of millions, if not hundreds of $1 million for have to have your at least 20-hour day for the U.S. Air Force C5M crew. It took off from RAF Mildenhall 0745 Zulu yesterday UTC for Ramstein Air Base, Germany, where it stayed for a couple of hours before departing at 126 Zulu for a 6-hour flight to Prince Sultan Air Base, Saudi Arabia. After being on ground for a few hours, it departed back to Ramstein, but is now diverting to Erklink, where it's on a final 03510. Really pushing things. For the last couple of hours, at least C-11 C-17A Globemaster 3s and a C-5A Super Galaxy have departed bases in the Middle East, returning to Europe with, for the first time in several weeks, no military cargo flights currently bound for the Middle East. Air bases in Europe. This follows a message seen earlier today over ACARS, Aircraft Communication Addressing and Reporting System, from the U.S. Air Force's Tanker Airlift Control, located at Scott Air Force Base, Illinois, directed at several C-17s heading to King Abdullah II Air Base in Jordan. Another location listed, please minimize GND time. I cannot pass anymore. Minimize ground time. I get up in the air because if you're down on the ground, you're a sitting duck. And the missiles start flying. That sounds, message time. 27th. 5. What? Couldn't be now, so it must be at Zulu time. A couple hours behind Zulu time, so this may be like early. Oh, in a notable turn of events, Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, has announced that tonight OpenAI has reached an agreement with the Department of War to deploy their models on classified networks. This comes amidst the ongoing row between Anthropic, developer Claude AI, and the Department of War regarding concerns over wait for mass surveillance AI in the decision-making process on the use of force. Which ironically are the two key points that OpenAI has reportedly now rectified with the Department of War. Altman also added that he asked the Department of War to offer similar terms to all AI companies. So it now remains unclear where Anthropic now sits. I've been hearing like people complaining that Claude is the woke, effective AI program that ultimately not. Oh, speaking earlier today on CBS News, Face the Nation, Omani Foreign Minister Badr al-Husaydi, who met Friday with Vice President J.D. Vance and other officials in Washington, said that recent talks are approaching an agreement which would see Iran give up all of its highly enriched uranium. All the remainder is developed under international oversight into fuel for nuclear power plants. I think that there is agreement now that this will be down blended to the lowest level possible, to a neutral level, to a natural level, and that fuel will be water told us with technical talks regarding. All right, seems like a bit of capitulation, but we're leaving behind their, their missile system. But I guess the point is to say, like, all right, well, if we can get them to agree to give up most of their highly enriched uranium, some international process to take some of it to actually convert into fuel, actual proper nuclear fuel. Where's I going with this? and then that fuel is supposed to be irreversible, not you can't like turn back into the thing, then that if we agree, if that certifies that Iran won't get a bomb, then even if they're developing an ICBM, i.e. a missile they could launch from Iranian territory and hit continental US territory, then at worst that would be a conventional warhead. That would still be a dumbass move for Iran. So, because there was like discussions about like, oh, they have to give up their missile program. So I guess maybe the chip that we gave up is like, all right, fine, we're not going to touch your missile program, but you've got to bend the knee on fucking enrichment, uranium enrichment. We're not going to falter on that thing. So if it's just down to that, just the enrichment issue, then that might be something good enough. If this is as good as it is, if Mr. Husaidi saying, then that might be a win. Now, again, half of this was even only like fucking spun up because of the protests, which have now been like a diminished issue. The IRGC came in and shot down like 30,000 people, maybe less, maybe more, who knows at this point. Seen enough to see that they're like hospitals filled with body bags, so whatever it was fucking gruesome, whatever the scale was. But now we're just that was the pretext that got this whole thing fucking started, where we nearly attacked them like maybe a month ago, but now we're spinning it off. It's now spun off to the nuclear issue. Which, oh, I thought we were finished with Sledgehammer taking down the Fordo nuclear facility with a massive ordnance penetrator. So if anything, I think Pavlovi and like the Democratic activists in Iran may feel, slighted by this. Like, you just dealt with your own thing, not gonna give us any help. I don't know. Well, maybe if they can get this agreement, maybe we can get them to bend the knee on other things. And if this deals go through, then, mobilizing all this equipment before to pressure the Iranians, doing this massive like logistical effort that showing how we're fully ready to like full on attack them. I was able to get them back down and down to this level. I'll take the deal at this point. As much as I'm sad that the Iranians are like not going to get anything out of their protesting and us like getting along with them. I don't want more strikes on Iran. Take this deal and move on. And I don't want war with Iran. Not going to be politically popular.
So the enriched material, the things that could be used as nuclear fuel for a bomb, you're saying Iran would not keep on their own soil?
They would give it up.
They would give it up?
They will not be able to actually accumulate that material that will enable them to create a bomb. There's no accumulation. So there will be zero accumulation, zero stockpiling, and full verification. That is also equally important achievement, I think. A full and comprehensive verification by the IAEA, which is the agency in charge of this file.
The UN nuclear watchdog. So you're saying all enriched material would be shipped someplace else, not Russia, but...
No, the current stockpiles that still exist.
The things that are still in Iran.
I think that there is agreement now that this will be downblended to the lowest level possible,
okay,
to a neutral level, a natural level, which means, and converted into fuel, and that fuel will be irreversible.
He sounds like pretty positive about this, but who knows, maybe he's like trying to bullshit everyone, trying to make it sound. Would see Iran give up all of its highly enriched uranium while the remainder is developed under international oversight? Okay, that doesn't say follow, so so they keep all the stuff, but we make sure that it gets down blended into nuclear fuel that cannot be used for weapons. And just like because Nemitz will like take one little thing and then run with it like 15 miles, maybe more than he should. My FBI about the hasn't commented about it on fuck is he responding? No comment on this deal. I guess it would have to come sweeping declaration of what this means. The mullahs are finished. They have ultimately capitulated. If they're not willing to go for the bomb and do this, then it's only a matter of time before the regime is undone. They can see it here, so all they just need is another round of protests to show up after like a new crop of students. And then they'll get they will then they'll just bend to the US pressure, and then they won't have that nuclear they won't have that chip of nuclear enrichment to fight against to you know, offer up to get the US off their back. So if they get into so if this happen, get this deal through, and then all the uranium is de-enriched, blended down to nuclear fuel, then next time they have protests come up again, they start, you know, brutally putting down the protests, the US can like spike up again and say, we're gonna bomb the shit out of you, so now you gotta make another concession. Something to be said that if you concede on this ground here first, then it means you're open to, you can be manipulated into bending the knee again and again. Marco Rubio ordered American diplomats in the Middle East to avoid public comments that could inflame tensions or undermine Trump's negotiations with Iran over its nuclear program. The directive followed controversial remarks made by U.S. Ambassador to Israel Huckabee, said Israel had biblical right to much of the Middle East, alarming White House officials and potentially hardening Iran. So Tucker causing this. So ultimately, this is Tucker. Again, I don't know why Huckabee like thought, oh yeah, I'll have an interview with that. Like, you think maybe like Cruz, who already had a bad like taste with Tucker, who already hates Tucker Carlson at this point, didn't like reach out to him. Don't interview with him. I'm going to like needle you on this issue. Don't agree to it. I think you'd do that. And if I were Trump at this point, I would say, if you are in any way related to Israel, you don't talk to fucking Tucker. So, yeah. But, I saw an after interview with Mike Huckabee, who was on some show, and he said something like, I don't hate Tucker, but he's definitely not the person I once knew him. I'm disappointed. I don't hate him. Definitely. Something along the lines of, like, he's not this stuff. U.S. Secretary of Health RFK Jr. When I ran, one of the things I ran against was the Ukraine war, and the Democrats were always the anti-party. As soon as Trump questioned that war, they became the pro-war. I mean, everyone was pro-war in a sense when it broke out, because, or pro-Ukraine. Say that you're like anti-war or pro-war in this case, because it's like, it's bad framing in my mind. Like a pro-war and anti-war should like, sounds like something that should be applied before a war is initiated, i.e. you're the ones talking about whether it should go to war. But I get what he's saying. It's just like, oh, we should be moving to make a peace deal. Whereas I guess under the Biden administration, there really wasn't much movement. There's no like summit. So we had the summit in Alaska, trying to get another summit, trying to do these negotiations back and forth. But it hasn't gone anywhere. So I guess Trump's trying to put the Ukraine war in possible. Trying to end it as soon as possible. He's putting more emphasis on it than Biden ever did. President Obama deported more people than President Trump did, the most in history. It was because you counted border pushbacks. He's immediately like capture and immediately kick over the other side of the border as deportations. Trump has shut down that, basically shut down the borders. Not seeing the surge through the like that Obama was as serious as the 2008 crisis wore off, financial crisis wore off, and people started looking. You know, immigrants from Mexico are looking up at across the border and seeing, looks like the economy's recovering. It'll probably be work for me, so I'll just pass over. There were 76 people shot during that process during the Biden administration. None of that made headlines. About half of these people were killed. None of it made the news. Now, because it's Trump doing it, you have the entire Democratic Party and media establishment saying, "Oh, look at the horrible thing." Yeah, fair point. Let me point out that there was like a CBS news article or some news agency, ABC, NBC, CBS, who was embedded with an ICE unit back in like 2015 or 2014. They were just going over, you know, how they do their operations and stuff. Admittedly, when they were doing that, they probably weren't going like full dragnet, doing all the like nasty or underhanded tactics that they're doing now. But it was like just presented completely neutrally. It's just like, oh, this is just regular federal law enforcement doing its job. But then when Trump decided to make it a political issue, it became toxic. And ICE became the demon du jour, politically speaking. I have a policeman. He's this wonderful, tough policeman from New York. He said, "Sir, it's good. It's so good. My married life has gotten so much better." I said, "Why?" "My wife thought I was fine. I was a loser financially. I couldn't make any money because my 401k was dying for years. Now she thinks I'm the smartest financial genius ever. It has made my sex life good. It has made my life good. It's given me tremendous boost in life, sir. My wife treated me like a dog, and now she admires my financial genius. And I haven't done anything. My 401k has gone through the roof." So I said, "Thank you very much."
I have a policeman. I tell the story. Same guy. I meet him. But this wonderful, tough policeman from New York. He's taking good care of us. And he said, "Sir, it's so good. My married life has gotten so much better." "Why?" "My wife thought I was a loser financially. I couldn't make any money because my 401k was dying for years. And now she thinks I'm the smartest financial genius ever. It's made my sex life good. It's made my life good. It's given me a tremendous boost in life, sir. This is a big, tough cop." He said, "My wife treated me like a dog, and now she admires my financial genius. And I haven't done anything. My 401k has gone through the roof." So I said, "Thank you very much."
What the fuck? Bragging about your improved sex life to the fucking president, and then he blasts about it. I mean, he didn't say the name out loud of who this was. Oh yeah, that's right. Trump, I think he's in Houston, more or less. Or I don't know where. Or Corpus Christi, Texas, so just south of me. Oh, I guess I could have gone to this rally. It was at 4:07 p.m. I was still at work. Would have had to, like, take time off. I would rather do it peaceful way, but they are very difficult and dangerous people. They want to make a deal, but you got to make a deal that it is meaningful. I am directing the Department of War to designate Anthropic a supply chain risk. That's going all the way. He dropped the hammer, the procedural bureaucratic hammer. Want to have unity? Let's have unity. To have unity, you need sane people on the other side. Trump meets with Ronald Reagan. What?
Yeah.
I'd like to ask President Reagan what you think of President Trump.
Yeah. I think he's like me on steroids, actually.
That Dennis Quaid? Did Dennis Quaid play Reagan at one point? He portrayed former U.S. president in the 2024 biographical drama film Reagan, also simply known as Reagan, directed by Sean McNamara. What a cursed name. The movie covers Reagan's life from his early years in Hollywood through his presidency in later years. This with Quaid in the lead role. Penelope Ann Miller played Nancy Reagan, and also included John Voight, Kevin Dillon, and others. The film was released theatrically in the United States August 3rd. I had not heard about this whatsoever. Well, okay, I guess that works. I guess that's why Dennis Quaid, like, he looks different. Oh, I don't know why Quaid is, I didn't know he was a particularly political gentleman, but you know, if you're here on Air Force One with Trump, I guess you have to have something. Historic conversation on Air Force One between two great American presidents. All right, so I missed that. Senator Graham, beware anything that comes from Oman. Oh, god damn it! Fucking Graham, shut up! I want a deal. To any deal maker regarding Iran, please understand that your deal will have to come to the Senate and be tested. When it comes to matters like this, it's not about political party to me. I'm going to ask the hard questions no matter who presents the deal. Say I'm suspicious that the Ayatollah and his regime will change. Keep their word. It's the biggest understatement in history, but also caution, beware of anything that comes from Oman. It is clear to me that the best and only long-term answer is stand with the Iranian people and demand regime change. Shut up. Shut up. No. No, make the fucking deal, end this charade. This will totally distract us. I will take this fucking deal, whatever it is. I'm not prepared to give up Germany as an industrial location just because we are pursuing an over-rotated environmental policy. In the end, we may be climate neutral, that may be so, but then we no longer have a single industrial job left. That is not my answer. What the is he speaking in German?
Zweitens, meine Damen und Herren, wir sind ein Land von Industrieunternehmen. Und ich möchte, dass wir ein Land mit Industrieunternehmen bleiben, großen, mittleren und kleinen. Ich bin nicht bereit, den Industriestandort Deutschland aufzugeben, nur weil wir eine völlig überdrehte Umweltpolitik machen. Am Ende sind wir klimaneutral, das mag sein, aber dann haben wir auch keinen einzigen Arbeitsplatz mehr in der Industrie. Das ist nicht meine Antwort. Das ist nicht meine Antwort.
Oh damn, he's actually feeling a bit animated. Like, are you going to like cancel solar wind? Are you going to start fracking in Germany since it was banned? What are you gonna do? Like, try and deregulate some stuff? Like, and is your coalition party, the Social Democrats, are they gonna go along with that? I know the Greens are gonna be like screaming their heads off over this, but can you get the Social Democrats to align with that? Porter, are you concerned about oh, hold up, let's see here, hold on. No idea. That's Abbott. I want to say that's Tony Gonzalez, but that's not him. There's Cruz. Dude, unbutton your shirt. You're making yourself look fat as fuck. And then, Light. What? I forget. Mr. Staring at the Sun. We have our, the Dark Souls memes from, praising the sun have spread to the White House, where Secretary Vought was praising the sun before his interview. Sun, give me strength to deal with the mainstream media. No idea who this is. Then there's, of course, there's Governor Hot Wheels, aka Greg Abbott, ran for like the 4th term. Got elected and re-elected in 2022. We had him elected in 2018. I think he was even back in 2014. May have been his maiden election. Cruz is definitely gearing up for whatchamacallit, I have a hat. Vought has one. I guess Cruz doesn't have one. Don't know any of this who doesn't all the hats. So Cruz is definitely gearing up to try and be like a return to form, to a return to the neocon era, the Bush era Paul. You know, if you want to write these days, is a useful term these days. Oh, here's a little bit more detail. I know I'm running over. It's going to 10-minute mark past the hour. Will Iran negotiate about its ballistic missiles? Oman's Foreign Minister Badir al-Busaidi. I believe Iran is open to discussing everything. everything. The priority number one is to get the nuclear issue resolved in a proper that is clear. I believe that we have discussed, potentially agreed on the approach that all these other non-nuclear issues can be discussed in context of a regional dialogue between Iran and its neighbor. All right. You can get more. So then that's nuclear issue. Then that's the missile issue. Then there's the issue of you being politically repressive bastard. The Obama deal was the worst deal. Nobody ever saw a deal so stupid. Right now, if you did the Obama deal, if that had held, if I didn't terminate, Iran would have a nuclear weapon, and it would be a whole different ballgame. That Obama deal was one of the worst, one of the dumbest deals I have seen. First of all, it was very short term. It would long be over. You know that it would be, but I terminated it. But if I didn't, it would be over by now anyway. The Obama deal, what he did was the dumber deals. I've seen a lot of dumb deals, but that just needs to crash Obama. This could very well be considered end up like being the same JCPOA. All right, so progress, hope coming from Oman. Lindsey Graham is crying about it. I guess I'm hopeful. All right, spin up the game. It's already 10. I'm going to Senpai Squad Rave that they're hosting in Houston. Not that I'm going to hang out with her, but Belle, who cosplayed Lumi at Offkai 2025, is going to be there, but, you know, probably, like, I won't have say hello again. I don't know what I'm doing. I bought the VIP pass because it was, like, only $8. I don't know what the rest of the pleb paid, like $25 or something. It's the same place that, they did it for SumiCon Houston. Alright, whatever. Announcement. This Korean policy is, and it's all written in English, so I definitely had like Korea needs to be U.S. hegemony. Announcements. Just put something on my straight. Getting distracted. Go to my fucking account. Alright, so now the stream is live again, or showing up in my... Back to Rome. Balls. Roma Eterna. the barbarous. I'm gonna have ChatGPT jazz this up. It's giving me a crown and flame emoji after victories. I'm gonna actually change this up. There's no axe emoji, that's the problem. Though, axes weren't standard for the. Alright, tweets out. Game up and running. I also bought all the DLC, but hopefully that shit doesn't load. I want to finish this game as is. Because it was all like 25% off. I'm gonna actually finally go get some water. Clear my throat. Hey, game capture was on. Didn't have to do anything. Turn off the video in the background. What even is this song? Oh, I owned all the DLC. Follow AI moves, war, default map mode, disable tutorial, fatigue and cycle unit. Graphics, audio. What the fuck was that? Alright, it says I own them, but hopefully they're not installed, but alright. Hopefully I don't have to find a bunch of new mechanics. Oh. Drowsy as fuck. It's getting late. I need to go get a haircut because I intend to go and cosplay. I just got like my Lloyd Forger cosplay dry clean because it's a suit. I need to touch up the wig. I need to go get a haircut because the only thing like holding back is I have dark eyebrows. Before I go to like Anime NYC, I gotta change that out. Choosing sides. War is broken out among the Scythians and Greeks. This conflict on our very doorstep, and there such can be no neutral course of action. We must choose a side. What? Why am I Oh, fuck. Hold up. Am I at war with the Gauls? Yeah, I'm actively at war with them, so I'm gonna have the Scythians on one side. I just finished off with the, well, they're isolated. Oh, they're down here. Probably need a move to take whatever space that we can, in all honesty. Fine, Scythians need to go down. More quality higher. Man, first thing I open up to is like, oh, you gotta pick a side in a war. Like, why? A series of training mishaps have revealed that the weapons of many of our soldiers have made from poor quality iron and prone to breaking if they hit an opponent's armor. How will you resolve this? Soldier will need to train harder to compensate. I got more of that. Commission new weapons. I cannot help. Alright, not going to take a legitimacy hit for nothing. I got more of this to blow than could lead to future events. Why do I feel like commissioning new weapons would handle things better? Not like I'm like absolutely losing fucking money on it. I kind of want to expand in all directions. That's the issue. Take this piecemeal at a time. Yeah, that's right. We still have some barbarians out here. Oh, you already attacked. Some of y'all fuckers have already moved out. All right. Who has the Highlander thing? Or Highlander. And there's some high hills over here. So you you're warden. You stay down here to guard this place. Everyone else. Man, we're getting up to 21 orders now per turn. That's nice. I need to make effective use of you. Build a Shrine of Ceres. We're going to forestry. I need to get that up and going next time around because we're constantly at a deficit. Oh, I can make an ambassador. I need 2 orders for that one, don't I? Not this turn right now. Make a granary. Start with that. Oh, there's one other worker. But I am out of orders this turn. Yeah, work on that festival because we're going to need it. You're going to naturally heal a little bit. But, mostly at war with, tribes. Who are the Gauls at war with? Carthage, they're at war with them. What I'm afraid of is they'll redirect all their forces and take this one town. Well, I'm stuck with these guys. Fine. You had the militia here, and I'll move these guys down. Didn't I have another guy up here somewhere? Oh, there's my scouts. I only have... Damn, I only have one slinger. That up. Constantly at war. You can never just sit back and then just cultivate. Just war, 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 war. What even happened up here? I swear I had a guy up here and something happened. Big dead set, dead zone. Who's this? It's silver. Salia. Oh, we at least have our ore. Need a worker down here to actually cultivate it. Can I build roads yet? All right, when you're done, you're going to build a road down here because this is a fucking pain in the ass to move. Yeah, nothing else I can do. Get it killed. Oh, is that my, killed a raider? No. Let's see here. Patriarch the Younger. Octavius the Younger is married Matriarch Supplica the Younger. Pasture finished, garrison finished. Enable strongholds. Unlocks a status. Oh, finally, so I can get my base unit. But what do I need a strong? What do I need to get a stronghold? Requires habitable land. Requires 4 active laws. Wow, and that's what I'm behind on. I need more civics, and everything's locked out. I have been so slow on everything. All right, I've done this enough. By the way, it's still Romulus. Our founding king is still going strong. Oh, so Duke Titus the Equestrian, your son, and Duchess Consort Benita have given birth to a son, Duke Vibius. Why does he have the Zoomer perm? Why? Is 50% Vandal? Or Duchess of Consort Baramuda. She dead? Is that why her picture's grayed out? Duke Titus the Equestrian. Why does he look like a fat ass? He's a commander though. Die at 36. Complications. Vivius born. Weeks of misery and physical agony end in an overcast morning when Duchess Consort Baramuda gives birth. Sadly, she does not survive the experience. Her husband, Titus, passes the day in dignified mourning. At least it's dignified. One day, Titus arrives in the court alongside several women from his household staff. He proposes that we spend more effort to understand the process of giving birth and its complications, including new methods of safe delivery. The court has more important matters to consider. I become estranged with him. Plus 4 orders. I already got 21. I'm not going to... Wisdom demands that we change our ways. Duke Titus becomes influenced by King Romulus. So minus 25, so keep my son on my liking me. Titus, the question becomes mourning as leader. All cities minus 10% order generation. Plus 20% XP. Plus 20 XP per year. Roma gains midwifery plus 25%. You will honor visitors with a citywide celebration required. King Romulus is compassionate. Well, that's not happening. Propose new merits to Titus. Endeared, influenced. We can handle your marriage later. But I'll take that science gain. Thank you very much. A piercing insight. The hell? Walking through the palace gardens, you are extremely surprised by a dagger-wielding assassin leaping out at you at from your favorite shrubbery. Haha. Fortunately, one of your guardsmen reacts instantly, skewering the would-be assassin with his spear before he can stab you. Unfortunately, the razor-sharp spear is entirely through your assailant and pierces your thigh rather deeply. I am cursed. Shit. Becomes wounded. Shit. Alright, what to do with you? Still plenty of farms out here. Alright, what do I need to make a farm? Build nets. I need some more wood. Alright, fine. Alright, let's make an ambassador. Tribe opinion, religion opinion, plus their Lucius, commander, age 19. He in my family? Well, he's young. But I may want him as a commander, so let's do Supplicia the Younger. Even though she's 54 at this point. Don't know what she would do, so don't know what to do with her exactly. I don't like that these guys are just sitting here. If we're gonna be like this, I'm gonna have him here and then have him, because if the Gauls are gonna come like sending up boats, then I can intercept them with a boat. They're gonna constantly raid like this. Alright, you're warden, so wait, which one is the city? Not gonna have him move. Alright, I'm just gonna write it off that the Gauls will Carthage will probably take this city. So better to go after horse guys right now. Scythians. Try and take this town and get across here and deny it ultimately to the Greeks. But man, they got a lot. Let's see. Hires. Man, I can't hire anybody. He has a wife. His brother. Let's see here. Can I get him a Greek marriage? Form marriage, Greece. I need 100 civics for that. What the fudge? Alright, fine. We'll wait for later. Couple turns. Can't promote them. Slinger all the way out over here. I just realized now he's going to be out of units, so he can't heal, so let's go that way. What else I can use it on? Combat guard, plus 25 defense. Well, ignores distance modifier, leads to marksman. Oh, so further away, like Heckler versus General Guard. All right, that's the orders for now. Your guard son was born. Community contribution, community picture submission. Oh. convert to state religion. Romulus. Nothing to do. End year. Also gonna get over fucking run. Discovered forestry. Romulus the Good, 50 legitimacy. Alright, trade off. Port merchants have arrived from Babylonia with an offer of trade. They believe our nation could grow and prosper from improved trade relations. Trade Babylonia at minus 23, which for 40. Jesus. I'm making more stone than anything. Minus 18. Trade from Babylonia. 1 year for 1 order. Damn. Alright, man, I'm not gonna make any stone, so I really gotta pump out the. Oh hey, finally you Shrine of Ceres. How about a Shrine of Mars? Why isn't that one in this game out of all things? Yeah, finally our first lumber mill. Go. Phalanx unlocks spearmint. Oof, that would be nice. But get the worker. Oh, he doesn't have any veterancy? Promotes tracker tough. If they Horsebane, yes, that would be useful. Oh. Versus damage versus tracker. Steadfast versus tribal units. Yes, this is the best team I can. A bit wide open for. Back. I just realized this worker is straight out here. No, I am not adopting Zoroastrianism or Judaism of all things. Even years it's supposed to be. Do you even keep track of a date? What? Year 47 of the Common Era? Question mark? And not much sure what else there is to do. I guess I'll just cash it. Oh, hey. What I completely forgotten about. Yep. Totally forgot about him trying to explore the frigid north. Can't fucking see 2 feet in front of him. Here. I still don't have music though. Oligarch Octavius the Younger, governor of Ravenna, has fallen ill. While his injury is healed, King Romulus the Good, you is now hideously scarred. +1. Oh, hey. So the curse gave me a buff in the end. Nice. Not charge. One step closer. Right, can't say we're not making progress here. Take forward position while I can. Stand by there. Realize I should probably settler ready, because if we're gonna do yeah, that stuff. I don't have anything either. Farmer, yeah. Barley, gold. Yeah. Oh, I have gold. That's better than silver. Acolyte and apprentice officer. Yeah, let's go. And next turn I should have another worker. He's about to produce one too. I'm probably gonna start like having way too many. You back over. Got gems all the way down there. Tribal peace with Vandals. Influence. Tribal troops. Balls are Scythians. Intercession religion and tribute. Trade mission. Vandals. Oh wait. Alright, can't get around here. Spending all my possible orders. Plus 40% civics. Plus training. What I build here? Barracks. On forward per million is plus 26. But it doesn't turn it into a stronghold. Anything else to do? At least the Greeks are putting pressure on them. Discovered free worker. News arrived from Egypt that King Joseph, the architect of Egypt, is dead. New ruling King Khufu, the new of Egypt, has taken the throne. Their opinion of you is now upset. Arrived from Greece that King Perseus, the leader of Greek, is dead. A new king, Arabas, the new of Greece, has taken the throne. Their opinion of you is now cautious. Christianity was founded in Kish. Be like some late game shit. Not still in this phase. Maybe I'm understanding what phase of the game I'm even in. Mild fever, everybody knows. Ambassador Cyplica the Younger is rather ill. Oligarch Octavius the Younger has recovered from his malaise and is no longer ill. Session Khufu. With the death of King Djoser, the architect of Egypt, rule of Egypt has passed to King Khufu, the new of Egypt. It is soon after you learn that you have been snubbed. King Khufu, the new of Egypt, has sent diplomatic gifts to other neighboring nations, yet nothing to you. It is deliberate antagonism, or is it a mistake that should be overlooked? We're already on bad terms. I know it. Ignore it. For memory sacked our caravan. Sort out this miscommunication. I'm not a diplomat. Use it to send any gift. We're already on bad terms with them. Fucking, I'll take a +2 legit. Who's about to set things? What? Requires consolidation. It's gonna be the best one. We are running a little bit low on this. Hey, that's gonna be +10. What was that? +10 stone? Alright, you know what? Fine. You, I am gonna actually, you are a hard set. You are going to be making road. Very disconnected. Or very disconnected polity at that. Move further. What does it take to hire one of these? Oh. Horsebane. I feel like I need to pull. The question is, Ty is the son, the general of a slinger. Upgrade Heckler Horsebane. Am I out of arrows or something? No. Alright, start this. Storm the city. Finishing off the Scythians and holding this position. Can't move them, but yeah, this is going on. Blocks unit Axeman. Upgrades from Warrior. Upgrades to Maceman or Swordsman. Use a free firearm training boost. Monasticism. When polytheism can build in every. Well, I do need laws. Everything else is so fucking expensive though. Anti-pole armor. Just pole armor. Cleave. Attacks cleave plus 25%. It's like the least one. Most available one. But apparently, this lumber mill would be the best here. All right, sold off some of that. What else is there? Oh, it's fucking stuck up here. Get out of here. You explore this way. I think they conquered this town. I don't think there's anything left of them. Religion founded. Christianity has been founded. New worker discovered. Finished in barium. Greenery finish. Also got down there. Warrior attacked by Scythian. Got beat up. Scythian out. Amazon cavalry. What's to do? Thank you very much for the work. You is at an end. He is no longer in mourning. Ancestral claim. The diplomats of Khufu, New Egypt, have arrived in the Forum Libya, greatly disturbing the Julii. They worry that the foreign ruler is attempting to lay claim to the city, fabricating ancestral connections to the land it is built. You're on the other side of the fucking continent from us. Prince Faustus the Bitter comes before you, begging that you take action to prevent the city from being taken. Egypt is set. Raise a militia in the city to scare off a diplomat. I'll show them how to take a city of Procurus as marshal. Starts ambition, capture 2 foreign cities. That's not happening. Refuse, raising tensions. 120. Maybe we should have. He should have foreign. Get raise a militia to scare off the diplomats. Jesus. What the fuck did I just sign up for? Complete the ambition and legacies to win an ambition victory. What is this new ambition? Act volunteers. On completion, start volunteers. Institution. Tolerance. See. Oh, can I finally enact? Nope. Nope. I do not have enough civics. Monotheism, polytheism. Professional army versus volunteers. Requires manor. Where's that in the fucking tech tree? Appointed citizenship. Manor. That is well in the future. That is not happening anytime soon. Oh, that's nice to see. Alright. What does it do out here? Probably get started on that. Got the militia here, then mother. Oh wait, I can reverse it. Thank you. Let's get you out here for the. Man, traveling by sea is so much quicker. So if anything will hold the territory after this, it'll be him. Can hit him. Alright, the Greeks may kill him, but we can take the city. I add a general to this. Queso the hero. Healed. What am I doing? Good. Ogno. House Queen. Consort Atia. Why not, who's... My son. Oh, we should probably establish a governor here while we can. Oh man, this... gonna pump out a good amount of sit. With her. Man, this is what councils are good for. look who's busy. No, you're doing roads. Do I have the technology for roads? Did I get that yet? Bonus card, border boost. Man, nothing but dead music. Sovereignty. I get the chariot. Irene. Oh, hey. Oh, I can get a free archer. I don't get an deposit book. Can automate scouts. Oh, with navigation, I can automate the scouts. Where's the ability to construct road? Can add road. Man, tons of wonders. The Necropolis, the Mausoleum. Do the Colossus, the Museum. Man, I have none of these. The Recta Soup. Lighthouse, the Circus Maximus. Ars Culture Legendary. Urban improvements. I can do add road. Let's see here. See all roads and rivers. Control R. Right, that'll be a good starting point from there to there. Control R. I'll have a tri-way point here to here to the city. Guess we're gonna have one long ass road going all the way out here. How much? I'm guessing that village is no longer there. They're just camping it out. A self-made woman. News arrives that your son, Duke the Titus, the equestrian, has asked to be read to Semphora the carpenter. I was trying to... Oh no, I need like enough civics. Arrange marriage with Greece. Duke Titus the equestrian and Semphora the carpenter shall be wed. Requires not King Romulus' strictures and call him. 27. He's 38. Oh, the fucking age gap is so wrong. For Spain, any of you cautious? 16 notable events. Yeah, sure. You're doing a wonder for me fighting with your slinger units, so yeah, you can have a wife. Right orders. So. Oh, hello. Oh, please go out into the water. Have been eliminated. Supplicate the Younger is no longer ill. Okay. Golden Jubilee. This year, Rome was the most remarkable year in the chronicles of the royal family of Rome. King Romulus the Good celebrates his Golden Jubilee, a reign of 50 years. Court awaits your decision. How shall we celebrate this moment? Prepare a procession. That's not bank breaking. Famous. As governor, minus 20% urban specialist, goods cost. As leader, plus 40 family opinions. Extravagant. As governor, minus 20. Well, he's not governor right now. As leader, minus 10%. Shall not be paraded about the capital like a prize winning horse. +1 discipline. Global plus 20. Making slightly less money. Oh, hey, a slinger unit. Hurting on the quarry business. Promote. Danger from trees. For space. Focus. I'm just gonna go with range. God damn it, the Greeks are already got in there. Are you fucking kidding me? Man, I guess I should have held off. I didn't know they were gonna snipe this fucking territory. Jesus. Man, AI are pretty greedy bastards. 5 years out from a settler anyway. Fine. Can you check up here, see what the fuck happened? It's just outside my view. God, that is so... Alright. And when you have the orders, he can move. Oh, there goes my chance at that. Oh, honestly, I feel me and Greece are gonna probably have to go at it more than anything else. Oh, ambition. Victory 2 out of 10. To complete ambitions and legacies and win an ambition victory if enabled. Okay. That's one way to ambitions. I'm trying to remember how, like, I'm trying to think my grand strategy here. Like, obviously, like, consolidate the southern continent. Take out the Gauls, the Vandals, Carthage. Claim this entire sphere. Also, out here. And then, realistically, the Greeks are the next person in my way. So, but might as well be nice with them. It's gonna get ugly. Why do they just have their militia just camping? Not a fucking... Oh, that's interesting. They have a line of succession. Influence via King Romulus. This is just like so bullshit. Is like how much the AI will snipe and sit on, camp on city sites. It's really rather annoying. Oh. We're on circle formation now. I don't know why I did that one. Prepare to attack. Do heal. Get back, yeah. I see that Marauder. I don't think it's gonna do. Dude, you the guy who's steadfast versus tribal unit. Guess we have to call this a lost cause, but I'll have a settler ready. Skulls. I assume the Carthaginians are camping on that spot until they can spit out the settler. Are they haven't eaten up the Vandals? I don't know yet. How do they heal up? Greece declares war on Egypt. Anarchism founded in Carthage. Arabias and his heir, Polychron, descend on our capital with a surprise visit. Celebrations are held and the visitors enjoy a restful evening. However, our agents have uncovered disturbing rumors of a plot against Arabias' life. The conspirators are followers of the heir, Polyperchon, and they plan to kill the king during the visit to cloak their identities and sow confusion. Reveal the conspiracy to Arabias and his heir Polyperchon, king and his son, against Aribas' life. Let events play out as they must. Dies, inheritance becomes endeared. Approach Polycharon about tell him. Gesture of good faith. Greetings from Greece. Though our banners now fly over lands we know lie close to your hearts, we have chosen not to press our claim. Let it be known that we relinquish any right to that territory, offering this gesture spirit of goodwill and honorable conduct between our realms. May the dealings of in the years ahead reflect the same fairness. Your gesture is good and appreciated. Oh, what? Oh, so they gave up that territory? Okay, then. Upgrade Octavius. Oligarch Octavius the Younger invites you to Ravenna for a grand tour of some of the improvements and expansions he's planning for the city. Stop on a cliffside overlooking the breadth of Ravenna. Unrolling his post plans, Octavius reveals a dagger hidden in the map scrolls, prepares to strike a killing. Not Oligarch Octavius is what? Attempt to evade his blows. Rely on your loyal guards. Courage, discipline. I mean, he's right there, so attempt to evade blows. Knocking him down. As Octavius advances, you notice the dullness of the blade, sweat on the wielder's brow. He is not a killer. You appeal to Octavius' decency and you remind him of the glory of Rome. Indeed, we must not do this. Lowering the dagger, he steps away only to be tackled by your guards and placed under arrest. I must watch my right. Comes imprisoned, mission released from prison, excluded from succession, cannot who is this guy? Am I related to him? Cannot be courtier, cannot be a family head, cannot be chosen as religion head, might as well be a leader. Become vigilant. Who's now head of the Claudius family. What do I need for a barracks? Lots of stone. One barracks, and there's another barracks. Why does the thing want so many? Wait, I don't get it. What was that thing about relinquish our claim to this territory? Alright, now I'm confused what the hell that mission even is. that thing with that issue was Greece declares war on Egypt. Oh. And now might be the time to like straight up backstab them. Being a war like that. Out of orders. Fuck. Can't even mobilize this guy. From the hill, so I may have to move the bioream around to enable this amphibious attack. It's too much distance to here, so we're gonna have to funnel people around to this fish. Okay, he's taking his time making that thing. Yeah, Carthage destroyed that city, that Gaul city-state. That city, they own that city site, so that will be the next thing. Main thing. 13, getting late. 12 o'clock. I need to get up early, go get a haircut. Probably try and cook something. Trying to make some like chicken slop, so to speak. I don't know. Let's see if I can even set up plans for Asian life. But I know what's happened here now. They've taken the village. Oh. Handles, you're next, buddy. Truce with Carthage. They're at war with Babylonia for whatever. But no, don't make them. We'll make war on them at some point. Take everything they have. Anakian? Paganism. Anakianism hasn't been invented yet. Carthaginian pagan. Connected to its capital. For some reason, being connected to the capital makes everyone very pleased. I don't necessarily buy this logic. God damn it. Duke Decimus is old enough to be or grandson. Study tactic. Buddy, can you move? Piano the scientist. Let's go around this way. What the warden do? Then gonna move you up here. And whoever the hell that was. Yeah, well, now that the Gauls are gone, as well, and probably go up. Highlander, what else is much else, First divine rule. That in the tech tree. Still sovereignty, metaphysics, monasticism. First phalanx, battle. Oh, so they got weird texts that need one from that they aren't directly connected to. That's and consult. Oh yeah, epics, exorcism, journey, constant redemption, tier 3 theology, convert state religion. For target to state religion. There's a leader person. So, so after I get steel out of orders, lollygagging. Sub-ambassador is under deathbed. Diplomatic discussion. Reports have been hard at work on discussions with representatives from both Carthage and Babylonia, but they wish to focus their efforts. Which nation would they seek to? Should they seek to? Babylonia or Carthage? Carthage is populations with. It's 130 science. What the hell? Probably need to move him like here, and then that will allow. Yeah, make that road. Looks like they're gonna a bunch of attacking it. You guys can't force pick Pain versus assume so many orders. Apprentice Statu are strong holds. Requires 4 active laws. If anything, I need a bump text that exploration. Movement along neutral rivers. Scouts move +10 per unit killed. Can't adopt another yet. There. Up, sending their they're sending their settler out here. Damn it. becomes severely ill. Pincer attack. In his tactics studies, Decimus has inadvertently started a rivalry among your best generals. Upon loudly asking you if he could train with the best general, Numerius and Mamercus both overheard and assumed that he meant them. The two generals approach, catching you in a veritable pincer maneuver. Numerius from the left and Mamercus from the right. Decimus recognizes the danger and watches your lead. How will you get out of this tricky situation? It's on the left flank. Step back so the two forces collide, then intercede once they are tired. Requires Romulus' tactician. Okay. Good. Daring escape. A young woman arrives in Ravenna, her appearance leaving no doubt that her journey had been an arduous one. She had been captured by the Gauls and languished as a hostage in their camp until she managed to gather an entire group of other hostages and escape with them. Spent several days on the run until the maiden got to Ravenna, even swimming across the river on her journey. There are rumors among you soldiers that even Queen Actegna has been impressed with the audacity of her escape. Her skills will be a great use to the court and other things, and the other hostage can settle in Ravenna. New court soldier. Gain spearman in Ravenna. Well, I was supposed to add more courtiers. Oh, that's Iron General. Agrippina becomes courtier. Soldier Agrippina the soldier. Ugh. Too much gender equality. Comes to you saying that she would like to lead troops in battle one day. Agrippina the soldier believes that training soldiers personally is the best way for a leader to earn their training. Soldiers personally is the best way for a leader to earn their respect. As such, she requests permission to become the instructor at the barracks in Bar. The soldier now, not years later. Becomes barracks instructor. Okay. Does that satisfy the ambition? No. I'm gonna start constructing the road because this is getting annoying. No, he's on that. Still, traveling by water is faster than traveling by road. Interesting. He is anchored. Oh. Oh, give him try. Sure. We upgrade everyone while we're waiting around. Sieger into urban, fierce versus infantry units. Yeah, that's going to guard, tracker, warden, brave versus melee units. Up their melee units now. Man, we're just all like standing in a civil war, standing off against each other over this one site. This is so fucking petty. Can I add a general to you? The Equestrian, General Numerius the Bold. Oh no, wait, these are candidates with jobs. Lucius the Ruthless. News. All right. Oh, still another idle worker out here. Taking plenty of irons. I think we're a little bit behind. Build the Shrine of Ceres. What am I missing? More stone. I don't know what the Shrine of Ceres is gonna do, but oh yeah, you all the way over here. I'm gonna find out what's in this nook. It's probably mostly mountains that prevent any sort of settlement. No tribal marriage. I don't have enough orders. Yeah, you exhausted all you can do. Here and then start past the lyric. And turn. Up, there it is. Kerukanen. I didn't move fast enough. Our ambassador has died in office. Such as consort Sapphira, your daughter-in-law is now head of the Roman paganism. Fully Roman though, so that works. Duke Vibius is now old enough to be tutored by courtiers. I am now doomed. Take another wife. A glorious delegation from Egypt arrives in the capital with a marriage proposal. They wish for you to wed Semat the Younger, a worthy Egyptian bride. We should consider it carefully as it may upset. No, I do not wish to upset Atia, so I must refuse. Higher education. He's got the wider jaw. I kind of want to throw him into it. No, you study politics. Daughter of the Storm Temple. Rumors of her severe illness have spread in response. The priestess of a minor temple in Barium has sent one of their own, a daughter of the Storm Temple, to your court to render assistance. You allow her entrance into your bedchamber to tend to your illness. No, I think I'll just walk it off. Thanks. +4 legitimacy. Heal me if it's within your power to do. Cure me and I will donate generously to your temple. I think it's about time that we move on with things. Just hold a favor. All right. Who's new ambassador? Lucius the Ruthless. You go hide out over here. Alright, fine. I guess I gotta go up there and fucking attack you manually. Fuck you. Really? Going through the water was better than going through the city. He's almost dead. I really don't like how you're just hanging out there, my dude. That's right. Get all right, stacked up. Anything, fortify for the moment. 2 workers. Nah. Okay, yeah, you need to do something. Build a hamlet. And for hamlet, 2 stone. Oh, I need a fucking order for that. God damn it. Whatever. Next turn. Forgot about him. How do they have so many goddamn units? Alright, I guess it's engaged now or never, goddammit. Discovered steel. Queen Sunilda has been spending a lot of time in your court in recent months, and the two of you have struck up an easy friendship. She has seemingly unending supply of wild tales, far off places. One story in particular that keeps getting mentioned really piques your interest. It revolves around the discovery of a gigantic beast called elephants that could be used for both peace or war. The more you hear of them, the more you realize you have to have some. The question, of course, is how. When is something, well, if it's something you're serious about, I do know the way. We'd have to travel quite a distance in such an expedition. It'd be quite expensive, but it is possible. Indeed, in truth, it is merely a question of resources. At elephants, that would be nice to have. Even if the stories are true, we simply do not have the resources at present to fund a proper expedition, but keep the drinks and tales coming. It's not good. You just sleep for the time being. I'm gonna forget that that's going on. Get down over there. Hold the line. Heal. One more road to build. Way more roads to build. Build this hamlet. Concentrate fire. I think I didn't go into this with enough force. Over here. All right. Anything else? I'm just waiting for something to see if, like, before he takes it, not just give it up. I think this is doable. I think we can finally clear out this. Oh, view tech tree. Composite bow, 15 years. Border growth. Music, Odeon. Rhetoric. Go with rhetoric. We're finally building it up. Getting to pull out our craftsmen. And here, stone cutter, wood cutter. Well, probably let's add in a festival. Town happy with it. What? Master officer, trapper, fish. Got married. By the way, I don't have a governor here. You need to remember that. Brothers now at war with the Vandals. Oh, they're I take that territory. General Antonia the Steadfast, your granddaughters converge on. Fading in out of consciousness, health. Duke Vivius, who cannot go grievances, often angry, bitter person. A most bitter person. Wife was sick. So Duke Decimus, her grandson, second in line, takes to tactics training with an unbridled enthusiasm, especially combat drills, where he best his opponent every time. Clearly, the instructor are the best in Rome. We may wish to consider promoting some of them. Decimus will continue to benefit from wisdom. Swift, extend an invitation to the teacher. Oh, court soldier. Demisha, another woman, commander, has joined the court. Her experience in matters of war will help keep you safe. Now Romulus the Strong, 60 legitimacy. Complete ambition, add 2 courtiers plus 10 legitimacy. Oh my god, it's so overpowering. Up there in there. Shield bearer versus ranged unit. That's probably. Can't attack anything, damn it. Can't promote you. Can we get anything? Eagle. This ignores distance modifier. Brave, shield bearer versus melee units. You guys gonna attack or what? Go hide up here. Upgrade to what? Upgrade to no. My key to taking this goddamn city. Up the Vandals, they are screwed. Urban area out here. What else is there? I need oh, nope, I'm putting it in go. Oh, there's no governor up here. I can give it to Demisha the soldier. Yeah. Happiness. Discontent level 2. Hopefully the festivals barely do anything. I have no luxuries to like give out. Cities just get worse and worse. Never have a functionally happy city. This is the only thing abating. Can't have religion that makes people happy or anything. It's just like, no, you have always looming discontent. I really hate that. America's Day Uncouth, Painted Demons has died in the field. Ambassador Marcia, a royal in-law ambassador, has. Wow. Who's the new ambassador? Maybe it's the younger. Here, governor. Civics is a giant Achilles heel for me. Okay, somebody needs to get the fuck out of there. Yo. The noble. Yeah, I'm just stacking up cognomens. Alright, so now for the assault on this part. It's almost there. This will be the crowning thing of this stream tonight. Will be finally taking out the fucking Gauls. God damn it. Alright. Finally figure this place out. What is this bar above their head? Traveling by sea is still always faster. Like, even the roads go to... You get to work on that. What's left? It's a set. Next turn. I'm out of in year. At least they're spending it on attacking my slingers now. Babylon is now true with the Vandals. Oligarch Marcus the Prosperous has been feeling quite ill and poor lately. Curious instructor. Agrippina the soldier has been training soldiers personally and has acquired quite a reputation. Now she returns to you saying that she is ready to serve as general in your army. No doubt that Agrippina the soldier possesses exceptional skills and is well respected. Agrippina is barracks instructor. Agrippina the soldier no longer barracks instructor. So Agrippina the soldier becomes soldier. Plus 20 training per kill. Though Agrippina is but this doesn't this doesn't affect her opinion of me. Through Agrippina the soldier wants to be on the front lines. She should help train more. Where does she become a general though? Gotta keep up the pressure. Oh. Oh, can't go any further. Is there a path up through here? Maybe. Sense. Come way to the north. And I am just burning through stone though. You know, just sort of stand there, stand by there. Go ahead and get in. I'm waiting for them to attack me. Sitting offshore like fucking cowards. Oh. Unit soldier, yeah, +3 training. Gives off more than Demisha does. No downside. Shit, I need 100 civics more. God damn it. Even governor out here. Yeah, I'm not gonna give up the city to another player. Go fuck. Vandals haven't been limited. Discovered rhetoric. Oh, thank you. Roman paganism. The health of Prince Faustus, the bitter your son and governor, has taken serious terms against the Sophites. Sophists. A copy of speech given by a famed teacher of politics has been the subject of much discussion at the academy. Duke Vibius comes to you late one night, bleary-eyed and pondering. I've been up all night thinking about it. The speech says you cannot teach virtue, but then it says that the study of discourse is the best tool we have to learn virtue. I don't understand. I don't understand it either. I'm a very pragmatic, practical-minded person. Philosophy ain't for me. God gives out virtue and we must use it wisely. +2 wisdom, +2 courage. Wait, they have you studying what? Governor. Oh my god. +2. That's powerful. City of state religion. Pious. Let's see. Pious. Spread chance for world religions. Righteous. Now that Duke Decimus has completed his study of tactics, how should he contribute to the course? Ender, discipline, battlefield commander, tactician. Tactician. Alright. Barrage them. Alright, we're gonna win this. Eventually. Oh, can't we upgrade you? Axeman. Figure this out. Training boost. Free Byreme. Spoked wheel allows Chancellor. Allows chariots. This allows spearmen. There's a lot of spearmen that the horses that the Carthaginians have, so might as well invest in this now. Really short-staffed on that kind of stuff. Man, I have got so many orders. I'm gonna shit out another warrior. Yeah, fuck that. Yeah, I'm willing to totally lose progress on that. Fuck that. Festival, council, stonecutter, miner. Not that kind of miner. Assign a governor there. Governor here now. Stone. Who's out of stone? Although now I finally have a stockpile of wood. fucking temple. I want to mine all the way out there. It's a 5. No, I'm gonna no, screw this thing. It doesn't know what it wants. A granary. I'm gonna build a farm here. Fuck you. The Lebanon Mountains. Let's see here. Trade mission, influence, send goods, Slander Nation, steal research, National Alliance. I can't get him north anymore at this point. I can't send them overseas. So this is kind of totally locked off area for me. Damn it. No, I want the settler. Go out there. Just stand by. Oh yeah, dude, build a farm. Oh man, it is like farm city up here. Really encroaching on each other's territory. Man, Greece is gonna fucking fall. Holy shit. I wonder. They might have had, maybe they pulled that guy away. Might be to our benefit. In year. Alright, that's nearly dead. Prince Faustus the Bitter, your son, governor of Roma, has died in office. Wow, okay, what happened to him? Realizing that severely King Romus, the noble you has been contemplating his place in the afterlife. Duke Decimus the Cunning, your grandson, is now head of the Julius family. Damn. Humble request. Humble emissaries from Egypt kneel before the throne, unable to meet your resembling eye. They have come to request aid. Future generations or people remember your generosity. Please. We have no place else to turn. Shall we lend Egypt our support? Sounds like no. They're beating the shit out of the Greeks, who I'm partial to. I'm not. No. Sadly, we are in no position to give aid. Autonomy in Forum Livy. The city of Forum Livy would like to establish autonomy and rule itself independently from Rome. A prominent figure named Zenobia, famous Zenobia, who declared the Palmyran Empire during the crisis of the 3rd century. Of course, I would know that. As a fucking Roma boot. Like, yeah, she even has a. Yeah, she has a Wikipedia page. Would like to reign over the city as its governor. As long as they pay their taxes. Gains autonomous rule. Never find a noble Roman husband for Zenobia. Plus this one can tent and Forum Livy. Go fuck yourself. No. Oh my god, and they have one more unit out here. Warmonger. All against Marcus the Prosperous. The cries of recent sacking of barbarian. Oh, shut the fuck up. No. No, we are not gonna be like having, this is Rome. We destroy barbarians. We raise their, we kill 1/3, we enslave another, and then we leave 1/3 to till the land, under our rule. Settlements is dangerous and unnecessary. He accuses the court of willfully sowing the seeds of unending war by acting in a way that only serves to raise future threats against us. How shall we respond to these concerns? Conquering savages, the way of expansion, requires has colonies. God damn it. We must erase their barbaric cultures. Wage war against tribes. For King Ramus, the noble becomes intolerant. As governor, minus 20% civics. As leader, all cities. Perhaps they're a more peaceful method. No, I'm gonna take legitimacy. Fuck you. Let's see here. That might be dangerous. I don't know if I just move them in way too heavily. Let's get down there and finish that and get rid of those guys. Yeah, let's complete a road down here. So Control R. Actually, no. I'm gonna move him over here first and then do. Yeah, I don't know what to do with you. And can you go down here and what? Were they super fortified? What does this bar mean on top? I wonder. Vandals are no more. What else is there to do? Grades. Must be fully healed. Well, let's deal with that. Cost 100. Oh shit. On healed cooldown. Never mind. Can upgrade him. I just need some more money. All right. Not just blow all of it. Axemen. Do they have Axemen yet? Trying to take Trapezus. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Oh, right. I need a governor here. I need 2 orders. Is that a group? Wait, I thought I set oh no, wait, I need 100 civics. I think Rome was fine. I don't need specialist, but totals 2 citizen. We are growing really fast now. We have an acolyte. Master officer, I guess. Year, what happens next? What happens next? Oh my god, fuck you. Oh, now they're finally attacking. city. Statesman. Julius. What is it? Claudius. Landowners. Julia's down here. Julian's down here. Fabian's down here. Go to the Fabian. All right. All right. Sniped it. Damn. Repair damage. Festival. Fucking worker. Balls. Yeah, holy crap. So that was a weird ass clutch move. So now they're in our territory. I think I can wrap this shit up. That was a totally dumb move. I should not have done that, but whatever. What else is there? Pasture. Very good. Man, that beat the shit out of them. You get over here. Stand by. Oh, hey. Oh, here. There's basically no way to get here, get to them. I have to learn embarkation for this to work. I don't have enough orders for to make someone governor. 10-year do mop up operations out. And now our territories are fully abutting each other. Alright, city's getting attacked. Alright, move the guy back in there. King Erebus the new, Greece the dead. Man, they just keep on falling off one after the other. A new ruler, King Perdiccas of Greece, has taken the throne. Their opinion of you is now cautious. Carthage is now at truce with the Gauls. Well, they're almost gone. So King Ronus the noble, you has died. Oligarchs Marcus the oh, I died. So now it's Decimus the new. With 95, still have it at 95 legitimacy. Right. Enact volunteers. All right, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Titus the Equestrian. What do you even need for that? Duke Titus the Equestrian is now, your uncle is now head of the Julius family. Oh, that sounds like there can be some, like, shenanigans that happen with that. Now, legacy have 20 years to complete. King Romulus the Noble has died. We meet this passing with hushed voices and heavy hearts, prepared a way for King Decimus the New, heir to the throne of Rome. Long live Decimus the New. The Gauls have sent one of their leaders to attend your coronation. After the ceremony, she approaches you cordially. We made war with your last ruler, she says, but we have no quarrel with you. Will you accept an offer of peace? Make a temporary truce? Why should we make peace with filth like you? Do they exist somewhere else? There's just one lone unit. I'm not taking a chance. Yeah. Are they, like, across the river over there? Politics studies. Duke Vibius, my cousin, has completed study of politics. Now, how should he contribute to the court? Hero, courageous, inspiring, folk icon. Can serve as general or agent, as governor or ambassador. It's gonna cost money, but he gives me civics, which I'm kind of low on, in all honesty. Governor, as governor per culture level. I could use some better. Could use some more civics. That again, I'm lacking. This shameless reign must end. Prince Titus the Equestrian. Words ring out as he confronts you in front of your entire inner circle. My father would be outraged at how Rome has fallen. Duke Titus the Equestrian, my uncle, would have been brother to me? Brother to King Romulus? What happened to Remus? Mention of your beloved King Romulus the Noble reminds many in the court of his glorious rule. Step down from the throne, advises Titus, and I will not be forced to make you. Ignore the petulant whelp. Start plotting against Decimus. Titus is right. I have brought dishonor. No, who dares order the king Decimus the New? Minus for legitimacy. Enough questioning my authority. Terrifying. Slander Titus is okay. For the petulant whelp. What do I do against this guy? Try and do something to get in the fucking calm the hell down. Oh, shit. What was his fate? Yeah, next time, Duke Vibius, you can be governor of Rome. I don't have enough room for it elsewhere. Oh, they're just swordsmen now? Oh. I need more iron. So yeah, I guess I do need more mines. Oh man, these axemen can absolutely throw down. Oh, they can do ranged attacks. Alright, I didn't realize that. Can't attack. Oh well. I'm just building temples these days everywhere. I build here. That honestly should probably be a fort as a blocking point. Shrine of Bellona. I don't even know what this gives. Plus 10. Oh, that's probably useful. But that's more in Rome's orbit than it is Barium's. Oh look, there's horses. Once we clean up these units, I'll call it a night. It's already half hour past midnight. Zero dark 30, as we would say in the military. What, they sallied out into the bay to try and all our Claudia Barium has fallen ill. Acquired taste. Our citizens have acquired taste for your foods, declaring a visiting emissary. Would you consider making peace with Babylonia that we might strengthen our bonds of trade? They agree to sign a treaty. Let us celebrate an air peace with gifts, goods. Marduk. So, plus between minus 230 food. King Decimus the New becomes gracious. Plus 2 global civics. Matrix Sheraton the herbalist. Opinion from intolerant. You can marry the bold minus 20 from greedy. Peace and more peace. Peace. Strong cultural event in Rome. Rome's treasury overflows with gold. The city's leaders call for an immediate funding of key projects. What should they do with these excess funds? Save the gold for later. Hand out a bonus to our military. Science. Yeah. Thank you. Ambitions of her. God damn, so many events. Governor Fulvia of Forum Livy has come before you with a representative of the Julius family asking to build the Acropolis or control 20 urban improvements. You can try and build the Acropolis. Full of charm and wit, the woman makes compelling case for how this support could help relations between the crown and the upset family, leading to increased support of the future, will you lend your aid to the Julia? Agree to build the Acropolis. 20 urban improvements. Let's go with that. All right, so that's my ambition. Where would be a good place to build the Acropolis, though? What about one? The Acropolis requires hill. Requires culture strong. Removes the sorghum. Damn, I need 300 civics, so I have to save up just for that. Holy shit, for 15 years. Holy shit, this civic shit is like the biggest, like, everyone needs to be doing councils. Council. Another council after that. Yes. So yeah, you can't do that immediately, but all right. Build a granary for the time being. Culture is weak, so would I have to build the Acropolis somewhere out here? Is that what I'm picking up? Alright, take them out. Jesus. Yeah, that's right. I don't have enough iron. The Gauls have been... Oh, that was it. So what the hell were they going to do making peace with me with one rogue unit out there? Gauls eliminated. Once a wellspring of terror, the Gauls have now ebbed to quiet memory with their lands conquered and people vanquished. There is little left of the Gallic ways. How shall we honor their legacy? Plus 6% legitimacy. All right, fuck you, Titus. I finished what my father started. Don't get on my ass about not being able to live up to his rule. It's a pity, but Rome must come first. How shall we honor their legacy? Why, I cannot justify all that led to this. We will preserve what we can of their culture. Requires King Decimus is greater than 2 wisdom. Minus 2 nah, I probably need to stack up as much as legit. Vanquish the tribe. Ugh. Proud, plus 3 training, weakness. You know what? Actually, I can sacrifice some legitimacy. Thriving, plus legitimacy. What do I got here? Plus 3 King Romulus the Noble. Ambition finish times 3. A family opinions plus 99. Oh, the more legitimacy I have, the more the families like me. Plus 9 orders. Advance ambitions finished. So any of these age out? So you just keep on accumulating more and more legitimacy. Oh, I should get married. Foreign marriage, Egypt, Greece. I need civics. Mission is already active. Influence. And that is the big thing that I don't have right now. Who's free? I might go back and build a mine there, but I have to wonder, can I build the Acropolis? Requires culture strong. So no, I have to do it in the vicinity of Rome, but all right. Do need a mine here. Guess that's important these days. Yeah, so we're all done out here, actually. Alright. That's enough for the evening. I should get some sleep. I'm gonna eat like some cookies and a glass of milk. Console myself. And hey, I earned it. We slaughtered the Gauls and brought them to ruin. They ruined themselves going to war with us. That was their mistake. So now this southern peninsula, the Pompelo Peninsula, is ours. Take a save. Rome, turn 6-5, save. Yep. Game saves. And with that done, I still haven't got drama. Gotta boost my fucking science skills. King Decimus the New. +2, +9 thrive. Oh no, we have to save up all our things for civics. Alright. As per usual,